the Lord's chamber. The third night of the fever, the sedative much lighter now, the physician beginning to wean him toward waking. Sorvane is not fully asleep and not fully conscious. He moves in the bed more than the previous nights. His brow furrows. His hands close and open at his sides. From the passage above, through the gap in the carved ceiling panel that gives her the clearest view of the room, Lirenne watches. She had told herself she would not go back. She had told herself this with great conviction for the entire length of the day, through her meals, through her journal, through the long, careful hours of watching his routines from the walls below. She was not in the hidden door passage tonight. She was in the ceiling passage. She told herself this was different. It was not different. Below her, Sorvane turns his head on the pillow. His lips move, no sound yet, just the shape of something. His hands close again. Something is working in him, deep beneath the sedative's thinning hold. Something that does not know it is supposed to be sleeping.
Rest. You are still healing. Just rest.
As though he hears her. As though the walls of Calivorne, which have always known her, carry her voice to him somehow. He stills. She breathes. He stills for approximately 4 minutes. Then he turns again, more sharply this time, and a sound escapes him, low, caught between waking and dreaming, the sound of a man reaching for something just beyond his grasp. Lirenne has moved. She is in the wall passage now, the one that runs behind the fireplace, the one with the hidden door. She does not remember deciding to move. She simply finds herself here, closer, 10 steps from his room with her hand flat against the stone.
The door will wake him. He is lighter tonight. The physician said the sedative would be lighter. I cannot go in. It is not safe. It was never safe, but it is less safe tonight, and I am not going in.
She is not going in. She stands at the door and listens instead. Through the stone she can hear him, the restless movement, the low sounds of whatever is working through him in his sleep. She presses her ear to the wall the way she did as a small child, listening for her father moving through the castle in the night, reassuring herself that he was there.
If I could just...
From the other side of the wall, silence. A long, full silence. The restlessness stops entirely. Lirenne waits. The silence stretches. 1 minute, 2. The kind of silence that means the sedative has pulled him back down, that he is deep under again, that the danger has passed and she should go back to her room and sleep and stop doing this to herself. She almost goes. And then, from the other side of the stone, from the deep quiet of the Lord's chamber, from somewhere beneath consciousness and reason and the sensible management of one's own heart, his voice, low and rough with sleep, her name.
Lirenne.
Lirenne does not breathe. She does not move. The stone under her hands is very cold and very solid, and she holds on to it because it is the only solid thing available to her right now. She does not decide to open the door. The door opens. Her hands do it. Her body, which has apparently been making its own decisions for some time now, simply acts while the part of her that is supposed to be in charge stands very still and watches. The chamber, moonlight, the fire almost entirely ash. Sorvane in the great bed, his face turned toward her now, toward the door, toward the passage, as though even in sleep he knew the direction she would come from. His eyes are closed. He is still dreaming. Lirenne crosses to the bed. She is not careful tonight the way she was careful the previous nights. She is not slow, not deliberate, not performing the motions of restraint. She simply goes to him the way water goes downhill, the way the land tilts toward the river, because there is no other direction available. She stands above him. He has said her name in his sleep. He does not know her. He has never met her. He is dreaming of a portrait in a hallway and a scent on his pillow and a dead woman whose violet eyes follow him through his own rooms. And in that dream somehow, he has found her name.
You dreamed of me.
She reaches out and touches his face, his cheek warm with the last of the fever, the line of his jaw, the corner of his mouth. Her thumb rests there for just a moment. Just a moment. His brow smooths under her touch, as though her hand, even in his sleep, even without his knowledge, is enough. As though she is enough. Something breaks open in her chest, quietly, completely, without drama, the way ice breaks in spring, the way a door that has been held shut finally gives. And then, his hand moves, fast, faster than sleeping should allow. His hand comes up and closes around her wrist, not roughly, not with force, but with absolute certainty, the grip of a man who has found in sleep what he has been reaching for. And in one fluid motion he pulls her toward him, and she is against his chest, his arm around her, his face in her hair, and he breathes her in with a sound that is low and wrecked and entirely undone.
Lirenne.
Her name in his voice. Her name the way her father used to say her mother's name in the garden, like a prayer, like a wound, like the only word that mattered. For one moment, one single, suspended, impossible moment, she does not move. She is held against the chest of a sleeping man who does not know she is real, his heartbeat under her ear, his breath warm in her hair, his arms around her as though he has been waiting to find her for a very long time. One moment, then she moves. She pulls back, carefully, carefully, the way you move when every instinct is screaming the opposite. And his arm loosens in sleep, and she steps back from the bed, and she crosses to the hidden door, and she goes through it, and it closes behind her without a sound.
Oh no.
Silence. In the Lord's chamber on the other side of the wall, Sorvane sleeps on, peaceful now, deeply peaceful, the restlessness entirely gone. His arm, where it had reached for her, lies quiet at his side. He does not know what he has done. He does not know what she has become in the space of 10 seconds on the other side of his wall. She had been so careful, so measured, so entirely in control of every variable in this extraordinary situation she had constructed for herself. She had forgotten to account for one thing. She had forgotten to account for him. In the cold dark of the passage, Lirenne presses her hands harder against the stone. She is shaking. She does not shake. She has not shaken since the night her father's men came home without him, and she stood in the great hall and held herself together through sheer force of will. She is shaking now. She stays on the floor of the passage until the shaking stops. It takes a long time. When she finally stands and makes her way back to her hidden room, the first light is just beginning at the edges of the stone. She does not go back the following night, or the night after. She watches from the walls. She is always watching from the walls. It is not enough. It will never be enough again, and she knows it.